Fun?
Pretty good.
Yeah, you guys had a good little crowd come out. Each of you guys had some buddies come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends and family.
Each of you guys had a good little opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your dude from? Glacier?
Yeah, he's from Glacier.
Shorter dude?
Shorter dude, yeah.
I remember him. I've seen him spar a couple times or maybe fight. I can't remember, but
Dude, I think I've seen him before too. He definitely looks familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
But
Glacier, they're all over the place.
I heard
all
they're
of a sudden.
tough. I heard they're
Yeah.
tough. Good little team.
And then you fought Ethan. He used to train with us a long time ago.
6 foot under. 6 feet
Right now
under.
he's at 6 feet under Travis Dorge. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Where's that at?
Auburn, Kent, somewhere in there.
Something.
Yep. So that was fun. You walked him right down. He gassed out. No disrespect.
No disrespect. I liked his form. He had some good form with a lot of his attacks, but yeah,
you did a really good job listening. Like, I don't know if you could hear everything or if your responses were right away, but you seemed to track really well. You start saying, cut the ring off. Mm-hmm. You did that pretty well. Your pressure forward was really good. Yours, the only thing I would say, I know you're a little hard on yourself, is the way that you kind of didn't cut the ring off. You were kind of straightforward, and then we did that drill yesterday for actually like how to cut an angle off for an opponent and meet them, and that was kind of with that in mind. So I want you to kind of make sure you drill that.
Yeah, and right after that class, leading into sparring,
I
was just mainly focusing on cutting everybody off. That was my main goal, and we'll work on it for sure. Was to blow up and act like I don't know nobody.
You like that thing,
dude? Yeah, it's like fun, and it weighs a little bit, so I can
little
just like
sandball.
throw it around and grab it.
Yeah. Little Mr. Athlete.
Something to fidget with, you know.
Like to throw around balls and grab them?
Dude, black ones, big black ones. Yeah.
Got some bigger ones right over there.
Yeah, you want that big black one?
I'm good.
You right? You stay over there, ballless.
So how's class been going? What did you guys think of not only fight camp, but leading up to your fight, like those last 2 weeks, the fatigue and all that stuff?
It was a lot, but it was great.
Pyramids were the thing was it's very it's hard to do when you're doing it, and then like afterwards, like doing pyramids, you know, one going up with the kicks. About once I hit to about 3 on the right leg, the first leg I was doing, I was like, there's no way I can keep doing this. And then I kept doing it, and then at the end, I was like, wow, I feel really good after having done it.
You break that barrier of what you think you can do, and you're like, yeah, it's that, like, am I going to quit?
Yeah.
I've talked about that a lot of times. Like, where am I going to quit? Or when I think I'm going to quit, am I actually going to quit? Because quitting not only means quitting on yourself, and then you're quitting on the whole team, everybody that's there. You're in the ring, you're training, and you never know who's looking up to you. You never know when it's like that little kid over in the corner is like, I want to be like Jagger. That dude's cool. He's
That's
doing
why
backflips out of the ring. They didn't even make him bow. I was like, just because I wasn't there. Smack you out of the air. You bow harder.
Bow.
You must bow.
No,
But Master Soundhin told you it's okay.
Yeah, Master Soundhin was cool. And he was like, do it again. And then I had to repeat it like 6 times. I was like, all right, he's out.
Does that hurt after you do it that many times?
Nah, I've been doing flips off shit for a while.
Yeah.
I used to record parkour
as long
videos.
as you don't like smack your head on the ground. You're
oh yeah, as long as I don't hit my head, I'm good.
But yeah, I think it's important to have like a gym, because people will do like self-taught stuff at home. And I feel like then you will quit. You might think, oh, I'm doing the best I can, I'm really working, and then you might quit. But if you got other people around you like, hey, keep going, you think you can't go anymore, you're going to keep going because you're going to go, I'm not a bitch.
Yeah.
So let me keep going.
There's always a sense of that.
Yeah.
There's always like, not only that, but like the camaraderie. You're like, hey man, like a lot of people are here believing in me, you know, apparently I'm worth something. And if you took that fight, like coaches invest a lot in you, but like you have to be there to invest back. You know what I mean? Because a coach, I'm going to be there Monday through fucking Thursday. And then, well, I don't do Fridays usually. Sometimes. But Saturday too. Like 5-6 days a week. Whether you are or not. So if you're in fight camp, doesn't mean anything for the people that can't make it like because of work or whatever. But Because I know like Thursday you can't always make it, right? Yeah. So it is what it is. But if you're like, oh, I'm out with, it's different when because you had some buddies in town recently, you know, and that wasn't the biggest deal. Like if you miss a day here and there, I appreciate you being direct and honest with me about it. Like, hey man, I got some friends in town, and that's where it kind of gives me that that reassurance that when you're like, hey man, my car is broke down, then I don't think you're bullshitting, you know, because you've come to me before like, no, I'm gonna go hang out with some friends. And I'm good with that. Just don't bullshit me. I don't give a fuck about the rest.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter. That's what they always say.
I try not to be a bullshitter. I try to be a fucking straight shooter.
It's a great way to be. You know?
Yeah. Try it.
Yeah.
You gotta practice. Everything's a practice.
That's what they call a gay dude who would do a hate crime. He shoots straight, so he's a straight shooter. Oh,
I was thinking like Old West. Like, I'm gonna take you out with one shot. One shot, one kill. Okay. Like, but I'm a little older than you, so like, my dad was always watching John Wayne and Clint Eastwood smoke motherfuckers. I'm not no gay dude, whatever that you said.
Hey, who would he hate? Only straight people. He's a straight shooter.
Never thought about it like that. There's probably gay dudes in the West too, but they're probably like in the brothels, probably not out shooting each other. Maybe. In the brothels, why would they be in? But they're not into the West. So actually, they're probably more likely to be out of the brothels. So probably the greatest cowboys of all time. Hey man, no, because like you never know what a motherfucker's kink is. Yeah, you never know. You'd be like, hey, like that's clearly no. Some guys, you know, not me. Just gotta shut it down. Fucking anyways. All right, so. Class lately, what have you guys been thinking about the footwork and fundamentals?
Footwork and fundamentals, love it.
Then why aren't you doing better with your footwork?
Because my feet feel heavy sometimes.
That's true. Sometimes
you've been just running a lot. Like, what is it?
It's been 4 miles a day.
That's a lot every day.
Every day,
dude. I'm not telling you what to do, but like there's nothing wrong with that old regimen, but you could be utilizing your time a little bit, but like. Cut that down to 5 days a week and go down to like 3 miles. Cause I like the approach to run about 30 minutes, 30 minutes max. 3 miles is like the perfect. Yeah. Even 3 miles, that's a 10-minute mile. So that's a slow pace. I don't care, but I think I like to max out at about 30 minutes because I used to run like 60 minutes. I would run through Spanaway Park and then fucking down Spanaway Loop and run the whole thing. So I used to live right by the park. And that shit would take like almost an hour. And yeah, it's fun. Like some days it's still kind of good. But if you're doing like every day, like your feet are going to be heavy by the time you get to class. Yeah. So
that's the problem. But I feel lazy if I don't. I got to do it.
That's for sure. I know that feeling.
Do it.
You got a gym membership somewhere they got a pool? You go swimming or something?
That's what I used when I had my old apartment before I moved out. I would just swimming like crazy. It was a great time.
That's really good. That's really good for you too.
Mm-hmm. You use your whole body. People underestimate that.
Yeah, you build muscle and lose fat at the same time. One of the best.
It's one of the few like exercises where you really build muscle and lose.
And it's fun,
and breath control.
Yep,
it's very fun.
Big for breath control, which is what we do in fighting.
That is what we do in fighting. You gotta breathe.
Just like how Logan had him trapped against the cage the whole time. I'm not gonna be able to do that.
Breathe. That was Cash. Locking him down the whole time.
I like that. So we teach that always forward. See, remember, like I was talking about that little weird Master Sauhin round, like he was recording when I'm doing the jump knees, and you were backing up. It's like, no, like you need to stand there and fight. And during that clip, there's one where you throw a jab or a cross, and it, even though it was like a playful knee, it would have stopped me. And that's kind of what you got to do. You got to stand your ground a bit. In that whole fight, rather than stand your ground, you brought the fire to him. So I love that.
Well, that's usually what I do in sparring, but it's nice to see like the actual result that has. Because usually in sparring, if I'm like pushing forward and somebody's backing up, they'll just back up into a wall or something. Then I got to back off and be like, all right, come on, keep going. But being in like my first actual fight where I can see, okay, this is a cool method. Just walk, just tank straight forward. They get back into the ring. Now you're not doing nothing. So,
That's the old school thing with Crew Jones. We used to always just first and forward. Fast first and forward. Just always pushing. But you can't always go forward. But especially like with people that are really good at countering, you see like people that are good at, like, because we do Muay Thai, you see people really good at countering or like firing that teep, kind of shut you down. So there's always going to be a counter. There's always going to be something. But that kind of pressure breaks people. So it makes them tired. They're always looking to recreate a position or like really find their footing or whatever. You keep them on that back foot, especially keep your hands and legs active. Usually you can really set the tone for that. 1 second. All right. But yeah, so anyway, you guys did a good job. I thought you did a really good job. We just cut those angles. And I think your cross, we need to work on how you throw your cross, because I think you're coming past that center line still.
Past it, you think?
Mm-hmm. Just from seeing it, because you really like load this way and then you really load back that way. Mm-hmm. And I think just by seeing it, I think you're passing it like you're punching towards the knees versus keeping it center and rotating. So in the next couple coming weeks, I want to at least get a couple of sessions where we sit there and break that down. Mm-hmm. But everything's going to come from that stance. Like I was saying, if your heels are going flat, that's like everything else you do, your heels are going to go flat.
Yeah.
If you're that guy. Or if your hands drop down. If you don't fix these things like right off the bat, they're going to show up in every other thing that you do. And so imagine all the things you're going to do incorrectly because of that.
From what I saw, you were definitely punching and kicking, which I think is pretty good for kickboxing.
Yeah, I was definitely doing that. And like a little bit of dodging maybe too.
That helps.
Yeah, that was.
I don't know if you're trying to be funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
Kicking and punching is amazing for kickboxing. No, that's great, but that's... I don't know. Yes, of course you're supposed to kick and punch. Like, is that...
I was and trying slip. To give him some constructive feedback.
He did a great job, but I'm like, trying to be a smart ass.
When you were kicking and punching, you were kicking and punching for sure.
That's what's up.
Fucking kids.
That's what's up.
No, you guys both did great. I thought Kyle did a really good job too, especially like getting sick, and sometimes like I know he's like a little, I don't want to say injury prone, but he's dealt with some injuries in the knee that he had. This it's still a fight camp, even though it's just a smoker, because we try to make it feel like the real thing. This was your third, this was your first. But I thought Kyle did really well, and specifically coming back from the last time he had to kind of pull out of the fight or pull out of the smoker. So I was glad to see him go through it and do as well as he did. So you, sir, once you start cleaning up that technique, ready to move on to the amateur.
That's the goal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'll be going on to pro.
Really? That's pretty fast. No amateur fight, just smoker to pro?
Yeah, I could get in the UFC. I think they give me
the UFC or the UFC?
That's what they did with that one rising kickboxer, getting the title shot instantly.
Kyle Sakura.
Yeah, that shit was
I could definitely...
And they got the shit beat out of him in 30 seconds.
Never mind. I was going to joke about street beefs, but I hate that shit.
You hate that? I think it's entertaining.
I think it's low rent version of what we do, because... I get why it's popular. It's a way of like people that aren't so critical of a super high level. So like we watch like anything, like you watch like boxing, you watch Muay Thai, you watch UFC, you watch other MMA programs, you watch whatever. You're gonna see like specialists essentially, right? I think it kind of puts the common man into that element and stuff like that, and it kind of gives people that like, yeah, like I could kind of do this, whatever. I don't have to be super high level. I could go and actually perform at that, and that's true. But from my standpoint as a coach, my standpoint of a high-level Muay Thai program, that stuff is low rent. Like, we could go do that right now.
Just right here.
On the other side of the wall. Not that we should. I'm not saying that they do a good job running that program. They could do a good job promoting it. They do a good job putting that out there. But when people ask me like, hey, what is Jagger's record? I'm going to be like 3 smokers. No, like if they ask about street beefs, no street beefs. Actual competition, 0 fights. So there's a disclaimer between street beefs and actual competition.
Okay.
Always. I think that's kind of the point of it, though. I feel like it's good for outreach. I feel like it's good for, not everybody wants to. Some people will just train because maybe they like the fitness aspect or they want to learn self-defense. And they're like, I don't really care to go into amateur fighting or anything, but they still want to hop in a ring one time, whether it's against, but they might not want to take a smoker or take like an amateur fight because they're like, that dude's really going to have his heart in it. He's really training. I'm just trying to, have a little bit of fun and see what I've learned so far.
I agree completely. But again, in my opinion, like, you're not going to come into the gym with that approach. Like, you can, but I'm not going to train you as that level. I'm going to train you to be better than that. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, not saying like the people in it are low rent or like that they can't graduate to that. It's that our gym, we take it as we do real fights or we do smokers to get you to an amateur career. Mm-hmm. Our version of street beefs in our gym is doing smokers, but that's because we're gearing you up for actual competition. We've had guys in that have been interested in street beefs. That's fine, but I know some of the guys that work in it and run it, but I don't matchmake with them. Like, no disrespect, but we do Muay Thai. We do higher level stuff. And you're going to hear a lot of other coaches do that. The other side of it is it's really popular, especially against, like I said, you can turn on UFC or you can turn on the street beef stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. People watch, it's like a next step up, in my opinion, from like World Star Hip Hop or that World Star fucking where they used to fight, all the time.
And street beefs is so popular because they don't really like know what they're doing. They're just out there just fighting, just watching two hillbilly white dudes just throw hands.
And that is kind of fun.
Yeah.
I feel like that, and a lot of times that's more fun. Something you hear a lot of like people who watch like UFC is a lot of times, like championship fights. If you're into the sport, it's fun to watch. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times when it's guys who really know what they're doing, they're cautious. They're not really. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you just want to see guys
just stand and bang. Just get to it.
I mean, I like seeing high level dudes.
I do too. I like watching like high level fights. I like seeing guys like set traps and
it's not like I don't get it, dude. Because I used to watch Kimbo Slice when he used to do the fucking street shit, and like that's fun. And like, there's one who was like, "Oh, I'll give you $100 if you get punched in the leg from somebody," and they're like, "Oh yeah, here." And then Kimbo Slice walks out, and you're like, "Fuck!" But then what did he do? He went into real fighting, and that's kind of my point. Is like, you can be the top dog or the big fish in the little pond, but once you go into that real competition, it is another world. And we've had, I'm not going to say his name, but he's trained with us for a bit. He's like their fighter of the year or whatever. And he's a good dude. He's not like a bad guy or anything, but when you're playing to that crowd versus trying to get better towards what we do, that's not something that we directly support. You know what I mean? If you're already in it, and you're already doing something, cool. But we're going to try to get you to that next level. Everything we do is we're trying to get you to the best, the highest peak we can. Master Salman's world champion, multiple time boxer. You know what I mean? For somebody that like wants to stay in a street beefs kind of thing is not the avenue, not the direction we're trying to take things. Yeah. And that's kind of my point as a coach. And sure, if it's on, I'm like, that dude with no teeth now has less teeth, or you know what I mean, now the other dude has less teeth or whatever, like, but you're always going to be able to see that kind of level of stuff. You can see barroom brawls, you can go watch old school bum fights, it's like we used to can't remember his name, Mike something, in high school, used to gather up in a big ass circle after school and fucking throw the gloves on and beat the shit out of each other. till the cops showed up. Like, it's not like it's, you can do that. I don't want to say at any level, because again, they're doing a really good job. And that when it comes to promotion and actually like putting dudes in there, some of their dudes can fight for sure.
Yeah, they have like actual like,
I've seen
guys sometimes. And they do a good job of setting it up to where you're not going to watch like a skilled dude beat the shit out of like somebody who doesn't fight.
Right.
But it's a toss up for sure.
But no, like you're right. There are some skill levels in there that I've seen them in there. Like, I'm like, okay, that dude knows how to throw an actual kick. This dude knows how to actually block, which a lot of people, they learn the offense and then they just go. And then when you start reversing that on them, they don't know what to do. So I've seen higher level dudes in that aspect. My question is, again, are you growing? Yeah, or are you like appeasing to that crowd? And there's nothing wrong with that. But in our space, we're pushing you to be like, I want you to be world champ. I want you to be world champ. Mm-hmm. Anything less is your call. Like if you're like, hey man, I really got to pay bills and this ain't going to do it. That's a legitimate thing. You know what I mean? But if you're like, I want to stay doing this shit, that's not where I'm going to try to keep you. I'm going to push you to hit that higher level. If you're going to compete at a high level. Mm-hmm. That's it. They do a good job outside of that because I'm not trying to hate. It's not what we promote people to do in our gym. In our space.
I think they got death sentence. You know who death sentence is?
We should train him.
Death sentence is money right there.
We should train him.
Is this like the basketball dude, the professor?
It's a street beefs.
But that same version?
Nah.
Because there's that dude Crazy Legs, and he trained with us for a little bit.
Crazy Legs?
Yeah. But like they got nicknames. You know what I mean? Like just like any fighter.
No, but death sentence is this one black kid, and he's just nice.
Tall, he's not lanky.
Yeah, he's nice. He just runs at you and just throws. He just windmills. He's the funny guy.
He's funny.
Okay, it seems like something that you would do before you came to us.
But I think they're actually trying to make him like skilled now. Like people are actually trying to train him because Smart's really
Demetrius Johnson.
But see, I love that. See, okay, that is exactly my point. Is you can start there and you can fuck around. And then you can grow. If there's a person that's like, nah, I'm just doing this to be that funny guy. Mm-hmm. And they say no, that's what I'm not looking to.
He didn't think he was being funny.
No, he was like, I take my training from anime and this is what I do.
Yeah, he's like, he talks about how.
I think he's being funny.
I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I love him.
I get it. No. As soon as you said it, and that's what's funny. Yeah. I get it.
He's like, I watch Batman and
anime.
I see what they do, and he's being serious, but his heart's really in it. Like his heart is.
I love
really
it.
In it.
Yeah, that's again. You get like somebody that's like, hey, like I said about you. There's another dude. What's his name? He's been trained. Daniel. Sorry, I'm terrible with names right off the bat. But like, dudes that have high level potential, like you guys. I'm going to push you to hit that high level. And like other coaches, like you said, Demetrius Johnson's looking at him or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right there. High level potential. You're not going to put that time in if you don't see it, or at least give him a shot kind of thing. And that's what's like, hey, you have a shot to hit a higher level. That's my point. I love that. Yeah, get yourself out of that. Like I don't care if you come to us, like as somebody that does street beefs, but don't come to us that says that that's all I want to do. I don't want to grow out of that pool.
Gotcha.
Because we're going to push you to be the best you can.
Yeah, I want a belt in like 4 or 5 years. Or earlier. Just know I'm going to have a belt.
We can do it earlier.
You can go to Walmart and get a belt.
Oh, hell no. It's going to say belt and it's going to be like, I fucked you up.
That's what you want them to put on it?
Yeah.
The guy you beat has to hand it to you. Here's
the guy. Yeah, there's some... That's funny.
Or I'm gonna have a belt, and like you know how the UFC belts, they put like the flag that you're from on there. Mm. I'm just having put like Argentina on there or something. Just like random ass flags.
That'd be tight.
Collect every flag.
Antarctica.
I'm gonna put like the Cascadia flag on it.
Cascadia.
We all support Cascadian independence.
Dude, what country do you think has like the craziest martial art? Like there's like African, there's this African like fighting thing. It's like one arm, but no, you use your arm as a shield and the other hand is wrapped in rope.
Huh.
And like you're in a circle and you can only strike with this hand. This hand's your shield, and this hand's
I
your
never
shield.
heard of this.
Dude, it's pretty dope. They chew on charcoal to like protect their blood, and their hand it's like brutal. It's like some crazy shit.
Damn.
Now,
Yeah, I don't know. I never heard of that.
We got the Indian wrestling.
Oh yeah, that is a big one.
The Indian wrestling, they can.
That might be the most
it.
viable. We need to get an Indian wrestler in the UFC so we can test out the validity of that as a martial art.
Do you think it's like actual Indian wrestling, or is it like WWE? Because did you see the clip where he's like throwing the guys over him? Like he threw 4 guys with like a arm.
Oh, that wasn't Indian. That was like I forget where that is, but I think I know what you're talking. It was all the guys who were like wearing dresses and stuff, and they were fighting the like huge bodybuilder guy.
No,
It
it was the same
type
dude.
of-
It was the same.
Oh,
Indian.
you're talking about a different.
No, the guy that jumped super high.
Okay. Oh, okay. So we're still talking about the.
Yeah, I'm
Indian
talking about him.
Okay. I think that's probably real. I
Yeah,
think that's really that sport.
dude, they get to it.
They do get to it. I tell you, it'd probably hurt to get slapped by like a 300-pound
Probably.
giant beer belly dude falling down and
I
going,
want
bam.
to get.
It's a lot of weight coming down on you.
Yeah, that shit would hurt.
I don't know. There's a lot of crazy ass martial arts out there, dude.
Like Muay Thai is pretty dangerous. That's a pretty dangerous.
I would throw left way up there too, because like they need fucking headbutting as
Yeah,
well.
That's a headbutt.
Fucking not even. You think headbutt like the fucking downwards? They'll get you in like this and just bang, bang, fucking your head. Oof.
Yeah, we're both getting CTE, buddy.
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're
You got
cut
Sambo.
up. Sambo's rough.
Sambo's brutal.
Sambo. I think the soldiers who do Krav Maga probably could fuck you up.
Like the legitimate Krav Maga.
Yeah, like real military guys who do Krav Maga or learned it, like the IDF, like learned it
Mhm.
in the. Yeah, those guys would probably fuck you up, but I think they'll kick you in the nuts and then like stab you. in the
Yeah,
neck.
it's not really like a martial art, like a combat sport.
Yeah, it's like a lethal.
It's like
combat system.
I'm gonna eye gouge you and
Yeah.
fucking chop your nuts
Yeah.
off.
Just like going to win.
Krav Maga type
Yeah.
of guy would probably work really well in that King of the Streets thing that I was talking about. With they have no rules. That's how they advertise them. No rules, and they fight in like a parking garage.
Can you bite? So you can bite people?
Yeah, that's what
That's
in the.
brutal.
I'm telling you, I watched this ad. I had to turn it off after the eye gouge because I'm like, I'm not watching that. But it showed like a dude kicked someone in the nuts,
Oh damn.
and then the next thing it showed after that was like a dude like put his fingers. They were grappling, and some dude like put his fingers in the other guy's mouth, and that dude
Oh,
was biting
sick.
his fingers.
Oh.
And then immediately after that, it showed a dude gouging someone's eye out, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is just absurd.
Yeah, I don't want to try that
Yeah,
sport.
I'm good, man. 'Cause
Damn.
you might be that guy who's like, no rules. Okay, cool. So I can elbow you on the top of the head. That's pretty dangerous, but
Yeah,
that's
that's a little bit on the safer no rules
Yeah,
side of
and then-
things. Aren't getting
yeah.
bit up.
it's gonna be a guy
fucking
coming
your
here, fish
fingers
hook
bit
your
off.
nose, like
Yeah,
a root, and try to lift
Ugh.
rip your nose off.
fuck that.
Nose choke slam skin.
Just
Yeah.
grab your hand and fucking
Probably
gator
do it.
roll till it comes off.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
that'd be good.
Jesus.
You do the old dick twist.
No.
Grab his dick and do
Bro, when I used to work at Winco, I was a fucking I was a manager at the South Hill one, or just whatever the title was. But anyway, there's an LP stop, and this chick, she was like doing that. She'd go for the dick and fucking do the dick twist. It was the gnarliest thing I ever seen.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah, but it still didn't work.
Gator roll that.
No, it
Gator roll
still
that.
didn't work. I fucking same situation. I pushed off and then hip tossed him, and the dude, he was on heroin, so he was like drug strength.
A tweaker.
And then fucking the LP dude went flying too, because they brought me down to the office and they kept showing it. And then he's like holding his arm. So he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," but it was like 3 of us locked in, and he just. And then there's a dude standing right over us with a cell phone.
Just recording the whole thing.
Yeah, but at Winco, we're hands on.
Winco,
really?
You're
Yeah.
fighting at Winco?
Be
Oh
about
yeah.
it. Be about it.
I was in fucking
Not
slacks and a
much.
button up doing this shit with fucking hip toss.
One time I was leaving a Winco with a buddy of mine. Shout out Aiden if you see this. And some dude approached us. He was like, "Can I borrow one of your guys' phones to send a text message?" He's like, "I have it written out on a piece of paper because I don't want to take too much of your time." And I was like, "This dude's definitely going to steal my phone."
Yeah.
So no. But my buddy Aiden, great guy, he's like, "Sure, man, you can borrow my phone." So he borrows it, snaps a picture, sends it off. whatever, we get the phone back. I'm like, why don't we look at that? I'd like to see what this guy's talking about. And he was just full on sexting a woman. Like very, very graphic sexting a woman. Written on a piece of
from
paper.
your phone, from the home dude's phone.
Buddy's phone.
Oh
Took
my
a
god!
picture of a piece of paper written out where he was sexting a woman and then sent it to her.
Creep status.
That's
Shit.
kind of powerful, you know.
He's kind of powerful, but in the note,
Powerfully creepy.
in the note, he's like, I got 2 ounces of weed. I got 16 Viagras, and I've got like 32 bars of Xanax. And then he was like, I got 2 ounces of the good stuff. What is the good stuff?
Probably
Good shit.
Yeah, he's listed weed, Xanax, and Viagra.
white shit. The white
Some
white girl.
Shit.
Some white girl.
Wednesday. That's what today is.
White girl Wednesday
No,
today.
no, it's never a white girl Wednesday with Zach. Sorry, just saying. Yeah, we went over that. It's Weed Wednesday every
Weed
fucking
Wednesday.
day.
4:20 o'clock. Get to it.
Yeah, but I'm old. I don't give a fuck about that. I used to go old school, like
Dude, Easter's on 4:20.
Hem
Shit's
Fest.
lit. What up?
Yep. Easter too. Gotta go see my grandma's grave.
Oh shit, eating peeps. My bad.
What's eating
Disrespect.
peeps?
Said eating peeps.
Oh, eating peeps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that. That shit's nasty.
You don't like
Yeah,
peeps?
those things are
Fuck no.
disgusting.
Man, what the fuck?
It's like
Are you
that's
serious?
the
You
candy
like that
corn
shit?
of fucking Easter,
Do I
bro.
like candy corn too?
Yo, candy
you-
corn's
okay.
fire. Candy
Damn,
corn's
you don't
very
fuck
good.
with peeps though, for real?
I don't fuck with peeps, but candy corn is delicious.
I can eat a couple pieces of candy corn, but not much. Straight corn
You
syrup.
give me
bill.
this big of a bag of candy corn.
Yeah, you can have my candy corn if I get any this
Destroy it.
year.
That's what I'm gonna do next fight. Because after the
Just
fight,
have
I go
candy
out and I
corn?
like have a little junk food eating.
I thought you were gonna say go trick or treat, and I was like, fucking roll with me.
After the next fight, I'll go. Big ass.
Never
candy
too
corn.
old.
Dressed up as Ninja Turtles, go door to door.
You already know it. Already
Not
got
that
the
He's
costume.
gonna want to be Raphael, and I'm not.
Oh, you can be Raph. I'm the leader now. I gotta be Leonardo.
I'm hitting Michelangelo. As long as I'm
Yep, you
Michelangelo.
are
That's good time.
the good
What's the purple one's name? Donatello.
Donatello.
I don't know if we could find somebody who will be Donatello.
I'm for sure we can find somebody.
Who's got that vibe?
James. James.
James.
Donatello.
No, I was thinking XJ
XJ?
for some reason. Because
Isn't he,
he's
like,
smart.
Yeah, he's a smart
He's
guy.
Mr.
He's
you
smart,
got-
but he's not like.
I
He doesn't
was-
seem nerdy smart though.
No,
like
he's
cool
not.
smart.
But I make this joke because like we were here talking and he's like, talking about, we're over by TCC or Isaac's back. He goes to TCC. He's like, what's TCC? I'm like, Tacoma Community College. Because he's like Mr. UW.
Mm.
So I was like, motherfucker. So, but no, like,
I got a couple homies at UW.
you can always get one of the girls to be Donatello because it's purple.
Wait, doesn't Donatello have glasses? Does
In the
Donatello
really
We're getting a
shitty.
bit-
Oh no, the new cartoon one he has glasses too.
Maybe hit up Dr. Wow, Johnny V.
Dr. Wow, that'd be cool.
He'd be
Could be.
Donatello.
He also doesn't really seem like a Donatello type. But
He don't seem like he'd
if we
be
have
just willing
I
to
think it's a good idea to have a girl be Donatello. I think it'll be a bit new age. We'll have a trans Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Okay.
Why does it gotta be
Maybe.
trans? Can't just be a woman?
Yeah, come on, dude.
I don't know, man. I think that would be good for representation.
Because I know plenty of women, like, we have to, like, really outsource the trans thing.
No, but what
and
about
then,
April,
like,
though?
what about April?
Make
She's
it-
not a Ninja Turtle. She's just our homie.
Oh, they just kicks it?
Yeah.
Who's the other motherfucker with hockey sticks and shit?
Casey Jones. That's my
Casey
dude.
Jones. He's a pimp.
That's my favorite dude. The old school cartoon. He's, like, super jacked, all roided out. Supposed to be, like, your boy Jason Voorhees, kind of.
Yeah.
Hacking
That's my
motherfuckers
guy.
out.
Jason Voorhees.
The ableist.
Yeah.
I have the actual movie. I have the actual movie mask from Casey Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to wear that.
I came in with it on for Halloween.
I'm pretty sure they also wore that in Heat when they robbed the bank truck.
Not the Casey Jones one.
Yeah, it was like the same one that he wears.
Was it? I thought
Yeah.
it was.
It's like
I'm
the
gonna have
same
to watch
style
it.
of hockey mask.
I have to watch it.
That's a
Did
good
So
one.
Casey
that's a
Jones
dope
ever
ass movie.
fight Shredder? Did they ever get into an altercation?
Yeah, he gets his ass whooped though.
Yeah, I bet.
It doesn't go that well.
You like heist movies?
Heist movies? No, I played Payday 2, though.
Yo, that's a fire
That's a
game, bro.
good-ass
Payday
game
2 is
right there.
good as hell, bro. I used to
That
play the
shit.
shit out of Payday 2. But you know it's a great movie you should all both watch. You ever seen Uncut Gems, either of you guys?
Nah.
You've seen that? Okay, it's by the same guys. It's called Good Time. That's a great movie.
Good time.
Good Time. It's with Robert Pattinson. Everybody watching should watch that. Actually, that's a fantastic.
Robert Pattinson. That's the
he played
Batman.
The vampire. Yeah, he played, but he also played the vampire.
Yeah, I try to disassociate from that.
He's a cool guy, though.
Right.
It's a good movie. It's about this this scumbag con man whose brother gets arrested. He's trying to break his brother out of prison the whole movie. And the guys who make those movies, the Safdie brothers, they're really good at building like intensity. And you watch the movie, you're kind of just anxious the whole time. You're kind of just nervous the whole time. And they do a very good job of like building anxiety. And
damn, I gotta be in the right kind of mood for that, because usually I'm trying to bring my anxiety down. Bro, I do that all fucking day. Can't fucking, that's normal, Zach. You gotta give me something special. And then I'm just like, I was telling the fucking lady at the weed store, I'm like, all right. She's like, you only smoke indicas. I'm like, no, I smoke sativas, but like some of them, I'm already like really energized. Some of them get me a little too up. And then I don't remember what day it was last week, but I was like fucking on one. Fucking going after people. I don't know. I don't even know if you guys were in, but yeah. So I actually bought that weed again. So, but I gotta use it sparingly. So yeah, no. Something
different
that's like
weeds give you like different like personality powers or some shit.
Yeah, so they do, and I'm not the advocate for that. Like for the longest, everyone's like, "Oh, it's medicine, bro. Like you can get like you can feel this way, it makes you feel better." I'm like, that's bullshit. I'm a fucking weed head, and I don't think that's even true. Like, yeah, it sounds good. It sounds like you're trying to sell me on it, though, and I don't like that shit. But there are ones where I'm like I've got this stuff called Granddaddy Purple right now, and it makes me actually relax and go to sleep.
That's fire.
Not much makes me do that. This other stuff, I gotta be careful to not smoke before I come into the gym, especially to teach, because I'm gonna be like, how many fucking times I gotta tell you to be on your toes? Start getting upset.
I'm gonna go get thumbtacks, Legos. What the fuck's wrong with you?
We have them in the drawer.
But with different dark liquors. Like if I'm trying to have a good time, I'll drink, or not dark, but I'll drink vodka. If I'm trying to party, I'll drink E&J if I'm trying to relax. So I think alcohol is a medicine.
Dude, dark liquor will
I don't drink much at all anymore, just so when we go out.
I'm mostly joking about it. I'm not talking about drinking.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care. Drink it. Oh, yeah.
I'm running fades. It's bad.
You're running what?
I'm running fades. Dark liquor.
Yeah, he act different off that Don Julio.
Off that Don Julio.
Just be careful, man. You a fighter now.
Dude, me and Logan were slapboxing
at
my
birthday
slapboxing. Party.
Yeah.
Off the Hennessy.
That's my shit. Or used to be. I got some white in there. Henny White.
Some white Henny? Damn, I never tried no Henny White. Only white I had is like 1800 silver. That shit cool, but it still has the same. I think any hard liquor just gets me just fucking ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to punch.
I got all that shit in there, and I barely drink.
I got a buddy who comes over sometimes and watch the UFC fights, then we'll go get drunk and fight in the dog park afterwards.
That's
fight in the dog park?
Yeah, we'll put on like
wrestling
and stuff. Yeah,
wrestling in the sand and the fleas?
We stay on the feet.
Oh,
it didn't even occur to me until the last time we did it. Some dude came out and he was like, shouldn't you guys do this somewhere else where you might not step in dog shit?
Or fleas. There's fleas and I don't even take my dogs to the dog park anymore. Yeah, fucking fleas almost every time.
But it's just because my apartment is like you walk out the door, walk 15 feet to the right, and then that's where it's a dog park like in my apartment complex.
No, I feel it. Yeah.
You know.
I used to always take my dog to like Wapato, and then fucking yeah.
I was just there the other day with my girlfriend. It was a nice park.
It's a nice little park. They take care of it, especially with the police station right there. But I just remember taking, like, all the way in the back, there's a dog park, and fucking dog always all bit up. But this is my old dog, and she's, like, really light-skinned. She's a fawn pit bull. And so any of that really light-skinned pit, they always have skin problems.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
For whatever reason, like, because I never knew that until I had her. She's really fawn. She's like a gray, like a light gray. And then she would have like little skin problems, and we'd have to change her diet and switch things up and get her certain meds, even though we're trying to keep her off meds.
Like rashes or like just random
rashes, irritations. My other little dog wouldn't get bit up by random bugs, and she would. I don't know exactly what it is, but talking to other pit bull owners that have fawn pit bulls, and they're like, every time I had a fawn pit, that they have a history, and they're like I had the exact same skin problems every time. So I don't know if it's just the genetics for that light skin attracts them or what, but always having skin problems.
You find that to
Rashes, like
ring
little
true
bumps.
for people as well.
Yeah, dude. I think I'll be kicking it with my black homies. I'll get bit up by mosquitoes more than they do for sure.
That's the dumbest thing. So stupid. That's funny as fuck, though. The little witty motherfucker here sometimes. Cool.
No, but it's facts though. You know, I do.
Well, that's why I asked. I was curious. I was like, I wonder if that.
Nah, no skin irritations though.
That's why the old girls fucking brothers always kept me around. It's like mosquitoes. I get bit by mosquitoes. And it just be like the white boys fucking bait.
Yeah.
We can have a good time.
We'll send them out before we go out. We gotta make sure everything's safe.
Somebody beat them up at the end of the night. We're good. So.
What's up with these boxing gloves? Which one's your favorite?
Fuck these boxing. No, I'm just kidding. I quit Muay Thai forever. 1 second.
Dude, these are kind of dope. I like these.
Are those like your first ones?
These are kind of fire. Damn, these are worn.
So these got to get repaired. These are my old school.
Would you repair them
or just replaced? I mean, sorry. But yeah, these and I got some Fairtex over there that I like to jab, so it's always all worn out. So, but yeah, these are old as fuck. These are like 10 years old. So
these are gangster. Damn,
get them shits out of there. But my favorite are the Fairtex, just because they're a little slimmer profile. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me stand up and grab them. A little slimmer profile. Then compared to like the Yokows. So you can see like the thickness.
Oh shit, yeah, this is way rounder than those. Different. That's actually very different. Oh fuck.
So, but reason being is it's very solid too. So you can block kicks and you can block a little bit better because you're going to be kicking a lot more. The other thing is like the thumb's very stationary. So even when you make a grip, it kind of only goes in so far because of the way that it's kind of stitched together. Mm-hmm. Here. When the Fairtex ones, you can really fold that in, and you see how much I like to jab. I like how you smell them.
I did. I was curious on
smell
how
clean
smell.
though, huh?
They do smell clean.
I keep fucking take care of my shit. So
you told me last Wednesday? You're like, I stick my hand in there. You were like, I put my hand in there today and it was like soaking wet.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes I'll forget my gloves in the bag and then I'll put them on.
That happens to every single fucking fighter, dude.
I let mine air dry every day.
That's
dude, they never stink though. Like my gloves.
That's good. You don't really wear hand wraps that much, huh?
I never wear hand wraps.
That I swear that's a key.
Do I?
The hand wraps fucking make your gloves stink. I don't wear them anymore.
And they make your hands stink, dude. Whenever I wear hand wraps and I'm training real hard, I'll go home, take them off, I shower, and then my hands smell.
They trap a shitload of bacteria.
Yeah, I stopped fucking with hand wraps after a while because I put them on and then they just never really felt comfortable.
I know you're supposed to though, because near the end of my fight camp, my wrist started hurting. And
your knuckles. Like, there's a reason why they're supposed to be used, but
early on, fucking what's it, osteoporosis or some shit, arthritis. That's the word.
I'm sure by the time they go bad for me, they'll have like rubber ones I can get.
Once in a while, my hands get a little sore, but I've been doing this for a while.
That's how I feel about different types of cancer too. I'm like,
different types of cancer.
Like, you know, if I was in the 90s, I might want to not drink or smoke because I'd be like, I might get cancer. But nowadays, I feel like that cure's right around the corner.
Well, also, like, you look at how much microplastics are in you and all this other shit, and you're like, yeah.
Also, we probably evolve.
You ever have those buffalo rollers from 7-Eleven?
No.
Dude, I used to eat those like every day when I was working for
they sell them next to the hot dogs?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I ate them every morning for breakfast, and after like 3 months, my bones started to hurt like bad. I was like, fuck.
You think it was because of those?
100%. I stopped eating them, and then my bones stopped hurting.
Did you also stop eating anything else? Just
those.
No, because like that's legit though, because your body starts getting deficiencies and shit, and it'll start pulling nutrients out of your body, like out of your bones.
When like last July, when I really started focusing on like fitness and health and everything, and I changed how I was eating. Nowadays, I'll go and like if I'm like really lazy, or sometimes I'll meal plan on my Sunday, and I'll go buy groceries in the morning and forget to buy food for that day. So I'll be like, oh, whatever. Let me go get I'll try and still get something healthy.
Yeah, but you go snack something.
Yeah, I'll just get like a Subway sandwich or something. Right? More healthy than like McDonald's. What? It's still
okay.
Come on now. I don't like.
Subway's still
Yeah,
really
go to
good.
Jimmy John's. How about that?
Anyway, I'm not trying to be critical.
That's expensive.
Finish what
It's
you're
all
saying.
right, and you get the right things on there. It's all right. But I'll eat that, and I'm like, I don't know how I lived like this before, or worse, because I really feel terrible.
You guys are only 19 starting to realize this. I was like 25. So eating like shit. Taco Bell, energy drinks, fucking all that nasty shit.
No, when they sent me home from work earlier, I was like feeling real hungry. I was like, I need some kind of snack. Normally I don't snack, but I was like, I'm going to get some kind of snack. They did not have any pickles at 7-Eleven.
Dude, pickles are the greatest.
Oh yeah, you had that giant jar at the smoker.
Yeah.
Big ass jar of pickles. And then you got sick?
Yeah, my stomach was hurting, I ain't gonna lie. I was in the ring, there was a little bit of trying not to yak, had what, like 3 pickles, 4
That could have
pickles
helped
before I
though.
fought.
That could have helped you win though.
Nah.
Throw up a little bit on the gloves, hit him with some pickle juice.
Well, that could have got him. That could have really fucked him up.
Yeah.
That jar's empty now. It's an empty jar.
Just crush that shit.
Yeah, I'll be
This
playing,
guy never
Call of Duty.
cramps.
Just,
This guy's never ever gonna cramp up.
Do not cramping.
That's what they're good for.
Cramping's for the non-pickle
It's
eaters.
really good for replenishing electrolytes, but you gotta eat a shitload of pickles or drink pickle juice.
One-eyed, one-horned.
Huh?
Fine. Purple pickle eater?
Purple
That's how it goes.
So you want to blow my purple pickle up in the wind?
Ski mask the slunk gun.
Indeed. There you go. Thoughtful.
Some
Hey,
kid rappers, some young
No,
men,
he's a, yeah.
young
One of the
man
greatest
shit.
to do it.
Actually, I've been listening to a lot more not new rap. Like I like to listen to mostly old school.
Check out Babytron. I think
Babytron.
you really appreciate his lyrical prowess.
It's we'll see if you're setting me up.
I'm not setting you
I'm gonna
up. I'm
fucking
telling you,
jab
he's
you to
actually
death.
very clever. He's very
All right.
clever.
But no, like I've been opening up a little bit more to certain music because like I listen to a lot of old school stuff, but you can only listen to that so much.
I listen to some old shit like X-Rated, SIBO.
Oh yeah,
I like some
that.
motion, bro. I like Liquid Swords. I like some Wu-Tang stuff. I like.
you
MF
can mix
Doom,
it up, but I
favorite.
like to add in some shit that I haven't heard before too.
Dude, if you like some smooth shit, just tap in like Don Toliver.
Don
Like,
Toliver. I'm just gonna have you guys make me a list, a young man list. Like, what are these fucking 20-year-olds listening to?
Rio de Young OG.
And then I'll be like, never mind.
Lil
You don't like
Uzi
any
Vert.
stuff?
Fuck with some Lil Uzi. And Playboy.
I've heard that guy's name. Too. Oh yeah, you were talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I fuck with Lil Uzi. He's cool.
But I don't, man, you always hit me with that skibbity bee bop scooby doo fucking talk. I don't know what you're even saying. And so I'm like, cool, Jagger, I'm going to go teach. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just like, you guys have a good conversation here. We go use grown up words over on this side of the mat.
Really is grown up words around here.
Yeah.
We're supposed to mature. Maturing is for
No, I like it because I fuck around too, but you're like a little bit over top with it sometimes. That's why, like, knock that shit off during class. I'm standing there talking to me like, blah, 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 blah. Keep mouthing off because I'm going to get pissed off. I like it because I joke around like that too, but other people are getting pissed.
Hey,
So
man, they gotta
the
fight.
serious fighters are like,
Yeah, they could put on the gloves.
no,
Man.
like during lineup, that's not the time and place. When I'm standing there talking to the whole group about like, hey, because it's gonna give that permission to other people to joke around, and then everybody's mouthing off and joking around. We don't have that seriousness that we're gonna need.
Well, we
that
could put it
urgency.
down. It'll be like the enforcers.
No, because you need to let me and Juan be that. Juan will beat anybody up. I don't glove up as much as I used to.
Yeah, tell Juan to catch me in like 3 months.
Juan.
Juan.
3 more months.
3 more months. You dialed in.
3 more months?
Yeah.
He's going to watch this and be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's going to beat you up for 3 months.
I hope he's watching it. I'm ready to go. I'm TTG, trained to go.
Trained to go. I like that. Yeah.
gotta
Just
get
make
to
sure you are. Just
Oh,
make sure
yeah.
you are.
I will be.
I'm ready to get kicked in the head again.
He snuck me the other day. And I'm getting him back.
Yeah.
Hit me with the pad mid-sparring session. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, that's not cool. The back of the head's not cool. But that's okay. You're going to do real well coming up, and then we're going to have some fun.
Well, catch me in my
Dial in
next
your
amateur
back.
fight.
Do you think those moms who leave their babies on like the ground and their back of the head turns flat, do you think that would help in combat sports?
Oh
'Cause if you're
shit!
trying to do like a Project John Jones, create like the perfect combat sports athlete.
I would look into Cuban and Russian
Skulls.
training with that kind of shit because they've probably done it.
I'll just tested it and then like
They probably, bro, over there, they don't fucking play. They're gonna find out how to do this shit.
Yeah,
they're like, ethics? What is that?
Yeah.
You know, no, Cuba, Russia, those communist fighters, like, you never hear that shit about Yoel Romero, how he's got like the tendons around his eyes like 5 times bigger than any normal human. And you're like, he's from Cuba, dude. There's no coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. Like,
well,
no.
Cuban people are pretty cool. I think.
But they're also experimented on. They live in a fight facility to where you are able to eat better if you're a better fighter. So
It's kind of cool though. It's like some motivation.
How much do we know about that for sure?
Like a lot of the Cuban defectees fucking talk about that. Dig into it.
Well,
Dig into it.
Yeah, what do you think would win in a fight? 6 Jamaicans with one of them has a knife, or
one of them.
3 fat Korean ladies that are all good at sumo wrestling?
One of them has a gun with 1 bullet.
A gun with 1 bullet? No, whoever has the gun with 1 bullet, you're dead.
But they're good sumo wrestlers.
So they got 1 bullet. I don't care how many is they're gonna shoot you 1 time in the face.
Yeah, but
then you got
can't wrestle them after that.
You got 5 more Jamaicans.
I got the gun with 1 bullet. What are we fucking talking about?
You got 5 Jamaicans right here.
And it's just me.
Ready to go.
Okay, I'm not bulletproof.
No.
You're not listening.
It's
5 Jamaicans versus 3 sumo wrestling Korean women.
Oh, I thought I had to fight.
Has a knife.
One of the Jamaicans have a knife. One of the sumo wrestlers has a gun with 1 bullet in it. Jamaicans,
yeah.
But the Jamaicans are 100 pounds, all of them.
Well, you gotta keep fucking layering on these rules, man.
Like that one Applejacks dude.
Yeah, they're all of them actually.
All right. What do you think about 3 giraffes versus 15 rhinos?
15 rhinos got it.
Well, yeah, I think I'm taking.
Do you think you could beat up 10-year-olds?
Oh, I could beat the shit out of 10-year-olds.
Yeah, me too. I'd fucking take that bet.
Could you take out
For no money, I would do that.
Giraffe. Their legs are like black.
You give me a copper sword, I think.
Bro, all right. Shout out to my boy Jonah. We used to work in the meat department at Winco together, right? And I'm like, fucking watch something about a moose. We're talking about a moose.
Oh, mooses are big.
They're huge. And my boy Jonah's like, bro, I leg kick a moose, bro. And he talks just like that. And I'm like, no, shut the fuck up. He's like, no, you can't. Something like, he's like half serious, he's fucking with me. And I'm like, dude, that thing is like as big as my boss's truck. And so I'm showing him a video. We go to break. Show him a video. There's like a female moose just hopping around. It's like an old K5 Blazer in the background. It's bigger than that. I'm like, oh yeah, you gonna fucking leg kick this truck? And he just hopes something. Like,
yeah.
But
You think you can take on a deer? It's like the same, like pound for pound, like the same weight and size as you.
Yeah.
No.
It's a deer.
A deer?
Their legs are frail as hell.
Do you got antlers?
It's a buck. You're going against a buck.
Does it have its antlers out?
Yeah.
Does it have its fucking million knives on its head? Yeah, you're fucked.
All it's going to do is try and ram me. I'll tuck and roll, dodge out of the way.
Yeah, you fucking pretty optimistic there, buddy.
Hey, if I'm in the situation.
People get gored regularly like that. You're the special guy?
If I'm in the situation and I have to handle business.
I hope you're right.
I'll handle business.
I'm not saying like people don't get out. I'm not saying people don't do that shit. I don't know. But people get gored from that shit.
Jump over.
There's a reason we shoot them. Not wrestle them.
Dude, I think you could just take the back of a deer. If you take the back,
if you can get them, yeah. But those fuckers are fast and strong. And you think you're thinking with logic. They're not. They're fucking. They have animal instincts. This motherfucker.
It's like
snap his leg.
That's like a quick ass. I think if I check hook it, I'm good.
Check hook the deer.
Yeah.
Go check the deer.
A deer's coming at me because they lift both hind legs up, then they go like this. They're sideways. Dumbass, I'm throwing his head straight to the ground.
You hope.
I know.
And check this out. Joe Rogan's a big proponent of chimpanzees would maul anybody.
Dude, chimpanzees would maul anybody. Those are some big ass.
Keep a chimpanzee in the face with my steel toe boot. I guarantee you the chimp has never felt pain like that in his life.
Dude, I think I've seen
That motherfucker will rip your dick and balls and face off.
It's
and eat them.
It's gonna come from
And
me.
motherfucker, you'll be like, I was about to kick him in the face with my steel toe boot.
Dude, have you
I
ever
got
seen that?
this here Budweiser I was about to throw at him.
You ever seen a
No,
picture
no,
of the
no,
lady
I'm
who got mauled by the chimp that she was raising?
Yep. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude. But that's a woman.
Say it.
He said it.
You were thinking it.
I was like, hold on.
Like but he snuck
No,
it,
bro.
Some dickhead shit. You know,
Them things are strong as fuck.
they're like pure muscle.
How much
They-
can it bench?
Enough.
I think I can.
How
bench
much-
more.
I bet you I can't bench that much and I could kick somebody's ass who can.
Dude, I think like
Bench
You
don't
wanna
mean
talk about
shit.
Strength is a factor with the chimp.
Yes. Primal strength, yes.
they swing through the tree
chimpanzee.
daily, like they're
I'll
doing
keep it.
pull-ups.
See, but they're not even up to
Then you're
my
gonna do
waist.
this and it's gonna grab a hold of you like a dude that just
Does he got long legs?
jujitsu.
How long
Like
are your
little
legs?
ass Paul.
Like this long.
You know little Paul, Italian Paul on the jit side? He's got gray hair, but he's like 26.
Oh, great guy.
That motherfucker will hop on you like a spider monkey. You ain't getting...
He's guillotined me crazy.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Think about a monkey that's
He's
like
not-
after you. Oh, bro.
He's not.
He did
This shit's gonna go
jujitsu.
viral because
Exactly.
his
You
dumb
know
ass.
what I'm saying? The chimp doesn't know
No,
jujitsu.
it's gonna
What's he
go
gonna put me in
fucking...
an arm bar?
No, it's gonna rip your face off.
Yeah.
No, Paul would. But I'm telling you, dude, they're gonna fucking get you. I don't like monkeys.
Dude, I'll fuck lock a chimp. I'll fuck him up. I'll have him arm behind his back screaming.
Fucking, this is
uncle.
some young man shit right here.
This is some real shit.
Look,
I think the
Look.
only animal I couldn't take is like a bison, a moose, and a gorilla. Give me everything else.
Yeah, a
I'm
gorilla,
fucking
you're
up.
for sure fucked.
Unless I had a knife, I'm taking a gorilla.
We give the gorilla
I
a
think if I
knife,
had a sword, I could take out a gorilla.
a sword.
I think a lot of people underestimate how deadly a sword is.
I think I gotta feel. I think if I get like 2 weeks prep and I
This
get to,
may have
like,
been a bad
feel-
idea.
You know what I'm saying? Like a shark, I could take a shark.
Kick it in
Shark,
the nose.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, what kind?
Oh, no,
I
I
was
was thinking
saying
I was just going to, like, grab its tail and fling it around in the water.
Are we in
I'm-
or outside the water?
Or
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Outside
about,
the
all
water, I
right,
could take
what
a
about lions versus tunas outside of the water?
That's the
Well,
wolf. That's the brothers, right?
It is.
Probably. I mean, the two.
Will Ferrell makes a fucking good point.
Whole group of
Kelp apparatuses for breathing.
That's true.
Dolphins or was it dolphins?
Dolphins are
Tuna.
smart
No,
motherfuckers.
I think
It's
it
like-
was tuna. It's like
it
a
was
swarm of
tuna. But no, dolphins, I would definitely give it to you. That was the Simpsons one, where the dolphins, there's like a Treehouse of Horror Simpsons where the dolphins
You know
come
those
on
smart
land.
ass dolphins from Rick and Morty? Dude, when the dolphins took over the world, that was some shit. It could really happen.
Yeah, that happened in The Simpsons.
What about a million lions versus every Pokemon?
I don't
Every
play Pokemon.
Dude, there's like a little slug that's like hotter than the sun.
But think about this: the lion stacks on top of each other.
All right, so how was your guys' after your guys' fight for your smoker? We're gonna get away from these monkeys and Pokemons. After your smoker, did you guys go talk to your opponent?
Yeah, I went up to him. I was like, good fight. He was like, yeah, bro. Thanks for the opportunity. I was like, all right. Like,
Cool, but just went and showed
Just casual.
respect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just dapped him up,
Did you do the
so-
same thing?
Dapped him up. I said, "Thanks for sharing the room with me. You look good out there. Adios."
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, that's good because, like, the camaraderie in the community, you never know where that's going to take you. The reason I mentioned that is the guy that I did my first smoker, his name's RJ. He still fights. He's pro now. So, and it was just like a random occurrence. I wasn't even about to be able to fight, and I had people who showed up. He showed up late. He was like 30 or 40 pounds lighter than me, and we still went in there and went at it.
that's fine.
Yeah, but you think about, like, I'm a coach now. He's fucking still pro fighting. So still active in the community. Juan and me started the same month of the same year, which doesn't really happen inside the gym. You're not really typically going to start exact same time and then stay in it. Well,
He didn't start around like the exact same time.
Are we Juan and Zach?
Huh?
No, you cut your man bun. Never mind.
you could be, though. He could grow it back.
We're Juan and Zach.
And you could definitely be black.
He couldn't be black.
Just saying.
It could be for sure.
Hey, I got all of that fucking reverse racism, so I'm good.
Let me get some. Yeah,
So he's got some to dish back.
I got some, yeah.
Dish back, yeah. Fucking reverse racism from those fucking.
No, I want to try and like talk to a lot of people in like the Washington Muay Thai community. I'd like to have like connections, talk to people, get close with gyms. Like I want to go say what's up to Stray Dogs a little bit.
Yeah.
Go pull up to some of their sparring days and shit. See what's up. See how their practices look like.
That'd be good. I know they don't get as many people, or I can't remember exactly how they word it when they come down, but as many looks as when they come down to our gym. So it'd definitely be good to go up there and cross train.
It's like I was talking to Sal, and Sal was like, "Go up there, go say hi."
Oh yeah, you get excited.
Like, yeah, bro, I will. I got to.
And they're fam. They're fucking dope up there, dude. But they're probably like my favorite people in the Muay Thai community.
Because they're a sister school, aren't they? Nice.
Roger and Tate, they've put together over the last few years such a solid actual Muay Thai program, and now like it was like you see like a lot of EJ, and then Carlos is doing good, but now you're seeing like Uriah come up, and you're starting to see more and more people.
Uriah's the little Asian kid, right?
Yeah, he just won another fight.
Yeah.
But once you kind of have like that higher standard set, like other people are able to kind of piggyback on that and grow as well, because you're going to have just that one person and they're going to train with the coaches, or everybody else is going to get better and build up to that level. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of what happens. And you guys are doing that real well. Well, like you guys are bridging that gap, because we lost a big chunk of our fight team for a long time. Mm-hmm. And now you guys just chomping at the bit, trying to get better and better and better. And us, being there for you guys to make sure that you're able to do that as much as you can be there. Like that's it takes a village kind of stuff. So like if you guys were there 4 days a week, or as much as possible, 4, 5, 6 days a week, how much progress can you make in 6 weeks? If you guys are there once or twice a week, how much progress are you going to make 6 weeks? That's 6 to 12 sessions.
Once a week, once or twice a week, you set yourself back.
Exactly.
Like in Kung Fu, they say every day you don't train, you set yourself back 15 days. That's what they say in Kung Fu. Like if you train 1,000 punches a day and you miss a day of training, you're set back 10,000 punches. It's some shit like that.
I mean, there's definitely something to that, because you need, how I was telling you, like think about like when we're holding pads and you get upset about a rep. We're like, damn, that wasn't a good one or whatever. That's natural, right? But you don't have time to sit there and think about a bad one. You only have time to keep going. So you're going to throw 100 kicks, let's say, right? If you're concerned about number 14, you just got to keep going, and you're going to get those good ones. You're going to get those bad ones, but getting the reps in, that's important. And what I always like to say is you kind of given yourself a gift by learning Muay Thai. It's not something anyone's going to be able to take away from you. The skills and the confidence that kind of come with this, just like everything else. But practice that gift that you've given yourself. Even if you can't make it to the gym, practice, train, do your best.
Go for a run, do some push-ups.
Yep.
Shadow box a couple rounds.
Message your coach. Fucking message your teammates. Get back into the communication even if you can't be there, because they're going to be like, oh shit, how's it going? I didn't make it to training. How was it? Blah, blah, blah. So it's just going to keep that lifestyle active when you're not inside of the gym, because people don't realize that it really is a lifestyle. Eating right, fucking waking up early, going, making sure you get enough sleep, all that stuff. It comes in a fucking deep play. And if you're not willing to do all that stuff, that's fine. But basically you're going to have to be a hobbyist. And hobbyists, they just don't hit high levels as a hobbyist. There's nobody I've ever seen that is able to be aside from like maybe Crew Jones, but somebody that's like a high level fucking marketing agent, and they're all over the place and they're fucking out fighting world titles.
Dude, Andrew Tate.
Yeah. I don't really watch Andrew Tate.
No, me neither. I just know he's a kickboxer and he does some random shit.
I know he's like super controversial. That's
For
what
the
I
record, I don't like Andrew Tate. I think he's a scumbag.
All right, so I don't really know. So fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, but
Just in
it's
case I'm very successful in the future, I need to address that. Nip it in the bud real quick.
fair enough.
I think he's a piece of human garbage.
There's a lot of people out there like that.
Although I also think he's a rage baiter. I don't think he's serious about most of the stuff he says. I think he's just trying to get it.
Yeah, I just know he's a decent kickboxer for sure. Like I see,
Oh,
and he be whooping
He was a
ass.
champion in kickboxing.
But the thing he says about women, that's not good. I love my wife. I love my girlfriend.
I've heard rumblings, but I've never actually like taken the time. And from those rumblings, I'm not interested in. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go see what this is about. I'm
Yeah,
gonna fuck.
pretty sure he's a sex trafficker as well.
Oh, that could be a
heard.
possibility. He's from Argentina, so
Damn.
I thought he's from the UK, and then he moved to Romania.
I thought he was Argentinian. Yeah, fuck it, we ball. I just know
Whatever
Muay Thai's
he is.
fire. Muay Thai's fire, and I
He's
like
bald
to kick
now.
people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, that's why I'm fucking him a little bit. Bald people, man, scare me.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a little over now. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
All right.
All right. Thanks, you guys, for coming by. We'll do this again next time when you guys fight, before or after.
All right.
All right. That was a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
All right.
The money spread, but with my fingers.
Money spread with his fingers.
An hour and 8 minutes.